Yes, a little Ed Sheeran. Yes, getting me motivated here. I am here to tell you about why I created this membership, this community of women 60 plus. How do we design our lives? How do we make that dash in the middle count? Born date, transition date, the dash in the middle. Are you making it count? I'm here to help my women 60 plus make that happen. And how did this come about? Several things was the reason why I decided to create this, right? Several different reasons. So the first one is I had the pleasure of, and I may have mentioned it, but if you hear it again, it's fine. I had the pleasure of going to Italy, my husband and I, and we were there and we were sitting outside of our hotel, and there were several hotels that were right on the canal, beautiful area. And we were sitting out and there was 5 women. They were like walking down the canal. These were white women. I want to be clear with this so I can give you the concept of how this all came about. And there were like 5 of them, and they were just as happy and laughing. They looked like they had had a couple of glasses of wine already. They thought our hotel was their hotel. It was 2 things down. They were laughing and talking. So my husband and I, we have this habit that when we're somewhere and we're like observing people, we kind of like come up with the story of what that could look like or where they come from or whatever, right? It's not judging. It's just like, just a fun thing that we do. And so we both said, they look like they are all women who are like living in Florida somewhere, because they were like, from the States. Looked like they were like living in Florida somewhere, and they were all widowers, right? I think that's the right word, widowers. And they was at like some retirement home, and they decided, let's just go to Italy. Now, these women, I want to be very clear with you, they were definitely in their 80s, okay? Maybe like the beginning of their 80s, but they were in their 80s, all right? Maybe you got a 75-year-old in there, but I didn't think so. So they were so fun and laughing, and they were just so gaily going down the canal. And so I said to myself, that's exactly the thing that I want to create for us as Black women, or just women in general who have hit that age of 60 plus. All right, 60 plus. What does that look like when we retire? What does that look like that all the kids are gone or the grandkids are gone, or maybe we didn't have any kids? It's no judgment. This is just, it is what it is. But we're at that age where we want more. And so I wanted to create, and that was the first thing that came to my mind. And in the back of my mind, I was always thinking, I love to travel like this. I love to do these kind of things with sisters that can like really enjoy each other's company. That is the reason why I vet people before they come into our community. Okay. So that was one thing. And so then I had the opportunity to be part of a membership community by this coach. And I've had several coaches over the years trying to figure out, what did I want to do? Where did I want to go with my business? I'm a speaker in the school system. I've been, facilitating workshops for years, and I have some products and things of that sort. And I've always been into health. I've always been into how do we support one another, and things of that sort. So there's story behind each and every one of these stories. But so, what happened was that I was thinking to myself, how can I do something like what I had experienced, very similar, but for my women who are 60 plus? So let me just share this with you. So I'm a part of this retreat. I go to this retreat. We're in the Dominican Republic. That's going to be our first retreat, by the way, happening in February. If you don't have your passport, get your passport if you're going to be part of this community, because we're moving. We're going places. So anyway, I was there, and I was there for like 6 days, right? The conference was only 4 days, but you've gone that far. I'm going to always stay a day early, a day later or something, right? So I stayed a couple of days after the conference. I had the time of my life. It was so much fun. I mean, we did a boat tour. We did an additional excursion. Some of us who stayed later, I kind of hung out with one of my CEO sisters, and we had a ball. It was probably about, I want to say maybe about 40 of us that was part of this membership who had attended this retreat. And I'm telling you, I was the oldest one. Okay, I was the oldest one. I still had a ball. I was hanging out there with them 46-year-olds and them 44-year-olds and things of that sort. There wasn't really anyone, I don't think, that was in their 30s, because these were all entrepreneurial women who have been doing very well. And so I said to myself, we were on stage and we got an opportunity, and she had these beautiful signs all over, my coach. And one of the signs said, this retreat is like a retreat for women who are in business. It's like a sorority for women in business. And I said, oh, I kind of like that. Okay. So that came up to my mind, and I said to myself, okay, that's what I'm thinking about for my women 60 plus. All right. We can be a group of women that get together and really, really like each other, who really, really are like wanting to see each other succeed in whatever area of life. There's no jealousy. There's no hating of any sort. We want to see each other level up. That's the kind of thing that I have been building for a while. And so that's the reason why I call a lot of my things Sistar supporting Sistars. You've heard me say that, because we're all stars, ladies. We're all stars. So Sistar supporting Sistars. What does that look like? I support several sisters in several endeavors, and a lot of sisters support me. And if we did that more, let me just say, rewind, come back. If we did that more, it would be a fabulous, fabulous community of women that are really wanting to help each other succeed. Are you all with me? So, two things. One, I was in Italy. I seen these women who were walking, and they were all older and this, that, and the other, having the time of their lives. For whatever that dash is for them, they were making it count. All right. That's another one of my lines. Make the dash count, ladies. And then the second one was, I got the opportunity to go on this life-changing, transformative trip. And I came back with a new mindset. I came back like saying, I need to revamp my life. I'm in a transformational mode. 64 was going to be around the corner. I'm like, okay, I need to pull this together. So I met one of my best CEO besties. I met her we had another treat. We had several trips. I met her and we connected just like that, right? We were in Mexico. Fabulous time. Stepman Graham was there. He was one of the guest speakers. And we had a fabulous time. And she seen me walk across stage, and she looked at me. She has like a little gray hair. I had gray hair. And she's like, oh, there's someone here older. So we connected like that. Lo and behold, we had so much in common that it just became like, oh, okay. And she's smart as hell, so I'm real big on like, hey, all the things we had in common. And I said, oh, and so more and more we start talking about what did our business look like? What was it that we wanted to do? And I knew I wanted to do something where sisters support sisters. I knew I wanted to do something that women were supporting each other, as well as having fun, doing different things, traveling, and enjoying life, making the dash count. That was the second part of the reason why I created what I wanted to create, Happy Woman by Design. So as I start talking to more women, and the women who are, I have a lot of cousins and friends and things who are up in their 60s or 70s, or my executive assistant, you all may have met her in the pool dancing, Rosemary. She's been knowing me for about 12 years. She's been working with me for about 11 years, really. And she was a client back in the day. So I just want to share that with you. And so what happened was, Rosemary and I were talking, and she says, you like to have fun. So every time that I have any functions, any experiences, because y'all know I don't have events, I have experiences. Every time I was having experiences, Rosemary would introduce me. And what she would always say was, Rhonda likes to have fun. She likes to have fun. And I do. I like to have fun, and I don't like to be around people who are judging other people. I like women who are like comfortable in their own skin. There's no jealousy. It's like, I can't be you. I could just be the best me. And women support that. Let me just. And women support that. That's what I'm looking for. So that's the reason why Happy Woman by Design was created. For us to have fun, for us to socialize, for us to do things, but also for us to elevate in every area of our lives. Every area, from family relationships to romance, to self-care, to health, to, finding your vision, whatever that is. If you want to do entrepreneurship and you're retired and you have this skill and you still want to do it, we're here to support you. Are you with me? This has gone on longer than I was expecting, but I wanted to give you all just a little bit in regards to what Happy Woman by Design is all about. So if you have not booked your time schedule on my calendar that I will send with this video, and you have not seen the video of me doing an invite for you to see more about what this is, I'll send that link as well. Look at whichever one you want. Get on my calendar, because no one is allowed to just pay to come into this membership. You have to be vetted. You have to make sure that I and my community of what I'm talking about fits you. And we have to make sure that you fit within our community. You with me? And so that's what it's all about. So get on my calendar, 15 minutes. It won't go over 30 minutes. It depends on if you have questions and things of that sort. It's going to be a fabulous experience, but you need to do this before the end of February, because we start the end of January. Let me correct that. The end of January, because we start in February. All right. This is starting in February. So get in at the cost that it is, because it will be changing, and you want to make sure that you get it from the VIP launch people, because that's going to be a special group, because you all are starting with me of this experience. And so I want to make sure that you get in. So that's it. That's the reason why I created Happy Woman by Design membership community, because I wanted to find women that like to do the things that I like to do, and we could talk on the same level. We could talk about menopause. We could talk about all the things that we go through when we are in this age group of 60 plus. That's enough. I think that's enough. I think you got it. Check out the link. See if this is something for you. And I'll see you on the other side, hopefully at a Happy Woman by Design community experience. Love, love.